butterflies in transformation, just like me. Hello, 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 beautiful, beautiful butterflies. I hope that you are peaceful, that you are prospering, that you are productive, and that you are living life passionately. Welcome to your daily healing inspiration today. We are going to pull some oracle cards and we're going to pull some tarot cards, and I'm going to try to work with some decks that we hadn't worked with in a while. And I'm going to take this modern day seer's oracle and just get some energy for us before we start. If you're new to the channel, I'm glad you stopped by. What has taken you so long to come home? And if you are one of the returnees, the veterans, part of my soul tribe, a kindred spirit, namaste. I love you and I am glad to have you here. Continue to come back. Shout out to Jillian, to Andrea, to Keisha, to Divine Rainbow, to all of you beautiful sisters that just Skylark, Callie, those of you that comment on the channel and leave these comments. It's so many of you. I just want you to know how much I appreciate y'all. And I hope that you are embarking upon this strange and a bit turbulent month of August. You know, we got some interesting conjunctions. We got that Mars energy, we got that Uranus energy, we got, I believe, Jupiter is still in retrograde. There's a lot going on. It could be topsy-turvy for the first part of this month on through maybe the 20th. Keep your eyes on our full moon, which is going to be on the 11th, and this is a great time for magical workings or setting your intentions. But this is going to be an interesting month, and look forward to the things finally breaking and moving out of your life. Perhaps for a lot of you all that have been trying to get out for a long time. Those energies that keep coming back, it could be the last time you sever those weeds. There's a great opportunity for you to manifest with this energy to take your life in a new direction, so that coming into the fall, you're able to continue to shed and heal as you then look at hunkering down for the colder, shorter days that we're going to be looking at soon, right before you know it. It's a beautiful time, y'all. There's a lot of change and upheaval that is going on in the collective, and those things will be mirrored in your personal world as well. So put on your seatbelts. All right, y'all, I just want to get what could be just one energy that Spirit wants us to pay attention to. Oh, y'all, we have the Baron of Earth and we have the Angel of Light. So we have the Baron of Earth. So this is you being very grounded, okay? This is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Shout out to all my Virgos who got birthdays coming up soon. Shout out to all you beautiful Virgos. This is like, it's a Baroness, so it's similar to the Queen of Pentacles, but in this particular deck, she has a Baroness, which is above that. So this is you in charge. This is you being grounded. This is you focusing on your life and the things that fortify you, the things that allow you to be stable, to feel secure. So it is your finances, it is your home, it is your work and your career. Let me read this card to you. This is you feeling confident, working hard. Being your normal, warm, supportive self, but also putting yourself as a priority and making sure you do due diligence around those things that allow you to have the right balance of self-care and self-priority that you need to have. This is a time to focus on your world, okay? While it will double as being beneficial for your inner world, this is an opportunity to groom your home, to make sure that your home is your sanctuary. And if you need to set up a separate place in your home where you can relax, or maybe there's a little nest in your yard where you want to create some sort of beautiful inspirational place, or maybe you're focusing on your plants this month, or maybe you're painting a room, but you want to make sure that your home is your sanctuary, or wherever it is that you're laying your head, that is the place that gives you peace and serenity, and you want to protect that this month, okay? This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy. For many of you all, this can have to do with the dedication or what you may be pouring into in the way of that partner, in terms of being nurturing, in terms of being caretaking. So if we're talking about two energies here, then what we're looking at is that home life. or that relationship building, or while you're doing that though as well, making sure that you are fortified and that things are stable. So you need to pretty much hunker down and temper everything that's going on during this month, simply because of the way the planets are doing what it is that they need to do. You need to make sure that your focus is on your home and the home of self, the community of self as well. All right. And then I'm going to read this Angel of Light card. In order to recognize the gift you are to others, you must recognize the gift you are to yourself. In order to see the light in the one you love, you must see the light within yourself first. I am here to illuminate the path towards your enlightenment. There is a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel. Go ahead, take that first step. I'll be there when you do. So this is the Angel of Light. This is that light after maybe some of you have felt that you've kind of been going through it and you've been in a tunnel of sorts. You've been in that chrysalis place where you're being honed and you have been dealing with things that have been difficult. Continue to push forward because there's light at the end of this. Continue to put yourself forward and continue to look for that light within. This is a very powerful message, kind of encouraging you to continue going forward because there's something that's coming that is going to make everything that you've been dealing with as of late, or everything that has seemed difficult, you're getting ready to turn a corner. So continue pushing forward, okay? And we're going to pull a card from the Divine Beloved deck. I like what we have so far because this is a focus on self-care. Remember, with the Pentacles, we talk about diet. We talk about what you're eating. We talk about your routine, how you're working, the work-life balance. And I believe we have one of the major planets, maybe Uranus, is sitting in Virgo. So that would make a lot of sense. You could be, and I'm not sure, don't mark my words on that. Look at the astrological chart. But that would mean that you could be making some decisions regarding your home life. You could be taking things in a different direction with your diet, or beginning to follow a new program, or reorganizing your schedule. Whatever it is, it needs to add to your inner sanctuary as well as your outer sanctuary, okay? Let's see what that Divine Beloved has to say. One more card here, please, for the Divine Beloved. And then we're going to look at our angel messages, too. Let's see. Okay, we have 4 that came out. Let's just look at them. Worthy. We talked about that. Knowing your own worth. Knowing what it is that you don't have to settle for. When you're doing that self-care and when you're fortifying your home, and remember, your home is just not the edifice that the world sees when they ride down the street. It's what feels like home. It's that thing or that environment that you're in that supports your health, that supports your overall well-being, that supports your emotional temperament, all of those sorts of things. Okay, so this is important. You're here and you're asking a prayer to change you into someone that knows their own worth. So if some of you all have had things happen to you recently where you haven't felt valued, this card is calling you to know that you deserve to be surrounded by those people that value you. So this is telling you not to settle. It's telling you that the world is your oyster. Soulmate. Ooh, this message has been coming up a lot, y'all. Soulmate. So, look, this is your prayer to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. For those of you who are out there getting ready to attract those wonderful partners into your life, trust that that person has already been selected and they're in the right place, and the time that you all shall meet has already been determined. Okay? Because Spirit knows every desire of your heart. Okay? So in this case, you're only wishing for what Spirit wants for you, what the divine wants for you, what is best for you. Okay, so again, we're not forcing anything. We don't have to. This is purely organic. This is a natural process. That person has already been selected for you. Some of you will resonate with this message because you know that you're in a place of attracting the perfect person into your life. There's no work that you have to do here. This person is going to be brought to you. You don't have to go outside of yourself. You don't have to look. You don't have to be clingy. All you have to do is open yourself up to the world. That's all you have to do. Divinity, knowing your true identity, that you are divine, that you're unlimited light and love. Know yourself as pure consciousness. Wake me from the sleepwalk of believing that I am only human. This is when you come into union with who you really are, that you are pure consciousness, that you are an abundance of energetic vibrations that are combined or composed of light and energy, and that you are literally a spark of infinity. All right, you are much more than this meat suit that you incarnated in. This gives you capacities beyond what maybe you have realized are even possible in your life. Okay, you can manifest the things you want. You're a lot more than how you may be living. You're a lot more perhaps than what you've become. You are a spark of creation. You're infinity. You're eternal. You are magnetic. You are attractive. You are creation itself, okay? You have a God source within you. You sit and marinate in a pool of all that is great and divine, which means you are of that, and you manifest those same qualities on a different scale. So this is important. I feel like when you know what this is, when you know that this is who you are, this comes with it. Okay, even though you may have some worldly things that have had you traumatized and separated from this, you are only reconnecting, because once you understand who you really are, your worth has been established at creation. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing can be taken away. Attachment. Releasing all attachments. Look at that. Ooh, and y'all, we were only going to pull one card, and these 4 cards came out, so they mean something. Okay, now I want you to look at this. Change me, divine beloved, into one who trusts that the perfect relationship will always arrive on time. It's very similar to this message. Let me feel worthy and deserving of love. But this is the attachment card. And this card is soulmate. And this one says, I release all attachments. You cannot bring this in until you let this stuff go that is not worthy of you. If you do not let these negative attachments go, okay? You see that? Look at that. That's a circle around there. It's there for a reason. You see that? This is the merry-go-round, okay? This is that circle that you keep going on, repeating this pattern with that person that has no right to even be in your life, that never should have been in your life. They should not have even known your name. And for those of you that this resonate with, you have to release this in order for this to come in. It's that simple. This is already has an appointed time, but guess what? If you sit in this energy here, your free will can impact your ability to grasp certain things during certain lifetimes. We have to get those lessons. You're going to get them. You're going to go up the hill, whether you push yourself up there or you pull yourself up there. You hear me say that a lot. But this is asking you to release the attachments and to trust. Because see, when we can't release, it's because we don't trust in this. So you need to release this attachment and trust that this one is right around the corner. Both of these are predicated upon a divine timing, which means they start and they end at a preordained time. So be mindful of that. I mean, I think that's the 2060, y'all. Let's look at what you need to surrender. Maybe you're afraid of something, afraid of letting go. So attachment is something you want to look at. Attachment to the idea that something has to happen a certain way. Attachment to an energy that could be a negative attachment. Attachment to something has to happen your way in your time window. It will happen when the time is right. Okay, but do prepare yourself by releasing yourself from the outcome. Trust that that person is there. Okay, it's already been selected. Look. Trust that the perfect person has already been selected in the right place and at the right time you will meet. Okay? Ask and ye shall receive. But be patient. Focus on you. Focus on self. That's when that lover, that soulmate, that twin flame, whatever it is you want to call it, that's when that energy comes in when you're not looking. What else do we need to know? What do we need to surrender? Surrender to setting limits. Okay? We had this card last week, y'all. On one of those more recent readings. This is saying no. No is a complete sentence. This is setting a limit and a boundary and releasing yourself from the obsession to people please. Oh, I have a reading of these shortly. I need to have some meditation time. Yeah, this is setting boundaries, saying no, speaking your mind, being truthful to yourself so you can be truthful to others, and being truthful to others so you can be truthful for yourself. And this is like surrender to prayer. Some of you need to be connecting with spirit. You need that quiet time. And this is talking about prayer. Meditation can be a form of prayer and vice versa, but there are some subtle differences. So some of you really need to connect and allow spirit to expand in your heart and listen. Okay, you need to really listen. You need to also ask for and reach out to the force field, to source. Okay, let's read this. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Didn't I just say ask and ye shall receive like a few minutes before we got this card? Ask and ye shall receive. Okay, you've got to ask for it, and you've got to believe that it's already on its way. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'm going to close out this reading. We're going to take this card from our Oracle of the Fairies deck. This is the first time I think I've made it under 20 minutes. Hoorah, hoorah. What's the message, please, from the Oracle of the Fairies? All right, y'all. Stargazing at the bottom of the deck. Moderation. This is that barrenness of the first card that we had in the beginning of Pentacles, of Earth. This is the moderation. Take the middle path. Take care of yourself. Balance. Fortify. Ground. Watch what you're eating. Manage your work-life balance. Remember, we talked about the planets in Virgo this month. So there may be some upheaval in your scheduling, or there may be a change coming in that you need to make with regard to your work schedule and balancing things and your diet and your health. So you want to focus on making those changes. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Having any questions this month around the full moon time, just gaze out at the sky. Okay? Puts you in a spiritual space. It puts you in the present moment when you do this. This is a wonderful way to gain insight into your situation, because your mind is quiet, similar to the way it is when you hold space for your breath. Very important. And then we have look in a book. Whatever you question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Pick up a book and flip a page open. For those of you that have my Manifesting Your Masterpiece book, if you look at that beginning of the book, in the intro, I tell you, I make some suggestions of ways that you can use that book as an oracle. And it's to think about something that's in your mind and continue to think about it and begin to flip the pages. And as you let go and fall on one page, apply that message to your life in some way, okay? I love you guys. I hope y'all have a peaceful, productive, prosperous, and passion-filled day. I hope that you set your intentions for the next beginning of the day and the end of the day. Whenever you see this video, set your intentions, live mindfully. Remember that you are the light. Okay, you are the light, you are the love. And I hope that y'all have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. If you have not liked, shared, or subscribed or commented, feel free to do that. If you're new to the channel, leave me a comment. And if you made it to the end, let me tell you to let me know I made it to the end.